Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. Yeah, let me turn this off. Man, this thing will start blowing up. It always does right when I start trading. Yeah, I saw your notifications today, man. They're blowing up. Yep, absolutely. Okay, here we should be on this page. First and foremost, I want to welcome everybody, guys. We've got a lot of new people on. Beacons are just really starting to explode, and it's a very exciting what's going on in the beacon sphere. People are really starting to catch on to the beacons. The technology right now that's being produced and being put out is absolutely amazing. We've got some things that are into works, some new programs that are coming out, some exciting things that are really happening. We've got native app builders working around the clock. We've got technology just booming and flowering that we're going to be announcing here within the next 30 days. We got some new marketing plans that are being put together to increase. We really want to create an ecosphere in the beacon world, and we want to do that in a way that literally changes the game for marketing with beacons. And so we're coming out with a couple of new programs that we're working on that's really going to change that. And this, I know this may sound a little bit egotistical or arrogant, but I just want you to know that it's my dream to own this market. Okay, to when people pick up a phone and look at beacon notifications, they know that you've been there. Okay, they know that Brad or Tina or Jeffrey or Susan. Okay, Susan, it's good to see you. I just saw you check in. That's why I said your name. It's good to. I want people to know that, hey, if you need beacons, we're the go-to people. And so we brought on. Let me just introduce a fella that's on tonight. Brad, I'm not sure if you know how to message. I'm not sure how to message myself. Uh, it's T Vision. I believe it's TVIZION. I'm not sure if I got that right. It's T Vision. Brad Nellis with T Vision is on with us tonight. He is working with his group. It's a $49 a month full fledged streaming television. It's absolutely amazing. And it's a pleasure to be able to work with Brad and his team with the T Vision program. TVision.com, TVision, TVIZION.com. So if you're interested in that, please message me and I will put you in contact with Brad. It's absolutely an amazing program. I tell you, I don't use whatever cable TV and all that stuff, but I've looked at Brad's program, and Brad is using beacons. This will give you guys an idea. Brad is using beacons to transmit his information about T Vision. Okay, and so beacons really, beacons can be used for anything. I see my buddy in Florida, Jerry, just checked in. Jerry's using beacons for a funeral home where he's got beacons that are literally transmitting out amongst the streets and onto the parking lots. And I was speaking to him today. The people have been involved for 3 weeks now, and they just sold their first funeral plan from a beacon. They're getting somewhere around 300 notifications seen a day. And I want to talk in just a few minutes about notifications versus clicks and why notifications are so important. A lot of people kind of freak out. They say, I'm not getting anybody to click through. I'm not getting anybody to see that. You know what? You don't, when you look at a newspaper, you're not getting anybody to click through either. But what are you getting them to do? You're getting them to see your ads. And now when they come through this area a second time, they see your ad. And then when they come through a third time, they see your ad. And now you've got their attention. Okay. And so you think about it. I mean, we're all going to die. That's going to happen. Not only are we going to die, but we need somebody to take care of our body and put us in a grave and cover us with dirt and do the services and all that. So 3 weeks and they sold a plan using beacons. That's amazing, So beacons are a platform where you are sending out information. People are seeing that information over and over and over again. I don't know if you realize this, but when you watch television, and we all, and Brad's with T-Vision, when you watch television, it takes 7 to 10 times before an ad registers with you in your brain. How many of you, and let me ask this question, how many of you have been watching television and you saw an ad for a steak dinner or a McDonald's ad or a Subway ad or a Sonic ad or one of those things that you were sitting there watching and all of a sudden it hits you, man, I'm hungry for a steak. That just didn't happen because all of a sudden you're just hungry for a steak. It's because you finally received the message that has been sent to you. Jerry says, me. Absolutely. And everybody's saying me. That is so true. And the same thing happens with beacon technology. We want immediate results, but what you need to understand about beacons, and I'm going to show you here in just a moment, every time someone sees that notification, it registers. Okay. And you're able to see that. And the funeral home down there is doing about 300 a day in the area they're at. They're on a corner, so they're getting all the street traffic and everything. And so when that happens, people see that every time they go through there. They're probably sitting at a red light or sitting at the station across the street, or they're close enough to where they've seen that notification. They said, you know what? We need a burial plan, honey. I've driven by this place 3 days now and I've gotten the same message. Maybe somebody's trying to tell me something, so we need to go get a burial plan. So that's the way beacon technology works. And we're going to talk about that tonight. Once again, for all of you that are here, number one, thank you for coming on board. Thank you for being here tonight. Most importantly, thank you for trusting in us to help you with your beacon technology. That's the most important thing. And I hope that we do everything we can to satisfy you as a customer and help you to understand this great technology. Let me go over here somewhere. Let me find this test pattern right here. So when you go into your platform, and some of you have been in your platform, some of you haven't been in your platform yet, but you'll notice up here, it's called dashboard. And this dashboard right here. Now, understand these beacons are in my office right here, and I get a lot of notifications. They go off all the time, and we're going to look at today. Now, let me show you something about today versus the last 7 days versus the last 30 days, okay? Today is today. When you go down here and you look at analytics right here, now this dashboard here is what I call the immediate information. When you come down here and it says last 7 days, today, yesterday, last 7 days does not count today. Okay, that's yesterday and the 6 days prior to that. So if you want to actually look at today, you need to look at today. Today's doesn't register for the last 7 days. So if you go back and you say, wait a minute, these numbers don't match up. That's because the last 7 days starts with yesterday and before. The last 30 days starts with yesterday and the 29 before. The last 90 days, the same thing. So everything today is what's actually happening today. And you can see this right here in my office, just to give you an idea, this is my front office, okay? And this is where I spend most of my time, in my front office. I've got a desk in my front office. I've got a desk in my back office. And my front office is actually where I spend most of my time because I bring my dog to work every day. She sits in a recliner right next to me. And when she's got to get up and go out, and I like to go sit outside to talk on the phone, we open the front door and we're outside. So you can see where all the notifications are coming from. When I go back to the restroom, just to be perfectly blunt, and I'm in the back room, and I open up my phone, and or a notification comes through on my phone, I see it right here. Now understand, don't get confused with notifications and clicks. What a notification is someone physically sees your notifications. So I've literally today, what does it say? 171 notifications. I have physically received, and even if I wasn't looking at my phone, obviously I didn't see them. But when I go over and I look at the weather, sorry about that, got a auto run block coming up on my hard drive. When I go over here and I look at my weather, my notifications come up. I use an iPhone. Well, when those notification comes up, that comes up as a seen notification. Now, if no one sees your notification, if they don't pull down their notifications and it doesn't transmit to their phone and they receive it, then they didn't see it. So notifications are actually messages that have physically been seen and or had the opportunity because those notifications were opened on a phone. Does everybody follow me with that? I know that's kind of a, notifications is kind of a confusing thing. People say, wait a minute, man, 200 notifications. What did they see and where did that come from? That means that they actually triggered on their phone the notification that was not opened up as far as a click, but the data that was seen. Okay, let's come down here to a beacon. And trust me, I was talking to a buddy of mine today. I got beacons all over my office that go off constantly. Okay, this happens to be a T-Vision. This happens to be a T-Vision ad. This is the ad that shows up. T-Vision, 500 HD channels, blah, blah, blah. And I will show you on my phone. I want everybody to see this. And I'm going to switch over to my phone real quick. I got too many notifications coming in on my phone. If my phone, oh, I got to do something up here. Give me 1 second. Can everybody see this notification on my phone right here? Now, this is an app that we're producing. Have I made any money off of what app? Ad, I'm sorry, Eric, have you made any money off of that ad? That's not my ad. That's actually an ad I tested for Brad, who is using beacons and sharing his beacons with his group of T-Vision providers. So they've just started in the last week. So I don't know the answer to that question. Brad, have you had any hits on your T-Vision? I know there's 5 or 6 people that are using that. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks for that to happen. Now I use beacons for an affiliate program that I'm in, and I've brought 2 people in off of my affiliate programs. Let me get rid of this girl here. I don't know how I get her notification, but obviously I followed her at some time. So I use beacons all the time for my business. And yeah, Brad just got his beacons today. So I get notifications all the time. Okay. Inquiries off of my beacons all the time. I take a beacon every single place I go. I do not leave my house or my office without a beacon. So you can see the Nearby app here, and you can see all the beacons on here. Now let me go back up here to beacons. I'm sorry, to dashboard. I'm getting slammed. Let me on my. Give me 1 second here. For all of you that are new, I'm streaming on the same computer I'm using, so. See, this has gone up to 228. I just refreshed the notifications on my phone twice. And so it went from 226 to 228. Now I'm going to show you something here. And I think this is the ad. So you see right here, it says 0 clicks. I'm going to click on that ad. And let me click on it again. I want to show you the difference here. Let me click on it again. I think this is the same ad that I'm seeing on my phone. Let me refresh. Okay, you see that right there? It says 3 clicks. I just clicked on the actual notification. So you saw the new notifications come up 2 times, okay? And I've still got them open on my phone. That's why the notifications did not increase, because I did not refresh the notifications on my phone. It is still there, but you can see that I clicked on that link. So now that's where I get my click-through rate, okay? 228 notifications divided by 3 divided by 228 gives me a 1.32% click-through. That's where that number comes from. Do not get discouraged and or say, man, this isn't working. 228 people, up 13.4% over the day before. The day before was 201. Okay, here's today, here's yesterday, 201 notifications. That means 228 people or 228 people had the opportunity to see your notification when they walked within, 50 to 100 feet of you. So don't get discouraged. This number, to me, and I understand that clicks are very important, but from a marketing standpoint, getting your message out and then that person seeing your message every day, what's going to happen is they're going to say, just like the people that drive by the funeral home. And I know I keep using the funeral home because I was a little skeptical. Matter of fact, Jerry and I talked about that for a long time. I wasn't sure that would work. I wasn't sure that marketing program would work. And I voiced that when Jerry and I talked about that because of the pass-by traffic. And this is where the traffic is coming from, is people literally driving by the funeral home. He's got one on the north side, the east side, the parking lot, the south entrance, and that whole 9 yards. And he's got them maximized to 300 feet, okay? So he's got them maxed out where they're literally broadcasting across the street to the stores across the street. And Jerry very carefully planned this. I mean, he could probably tell you how many steps it is to the candy counter at the store across the street. I mean, he literally put a ton of work into this. And he strategically placed these beacons. And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, these are in my home. So I probably did sit here and click them because I probably, it's through 4 lanes of traffic pointed at the stoplights is what Jerry just said. So you think about this, and honestly, I did not think it would work. And I almost discouraged him probably to the point where he probably didn't think it would work, but he stayed steadfast. And the company's already made a sale. Now they're selling a high-end item, right? So that 1 click for them was great. All right. I mean, that 1 sale for them was great. But don't get discouraged from notifications. That is that ad being seen, okay, over and over and over and over again at the restaurant where you've got it, or wherever you've placed it at. And this is what's going to happen. After people see it 4, 5, 6 times, they're going to say, wow, I want that product. And they click on it. Now, this is what happens when they click on it. What do we do when we click on something we want to see? We either bookmark it or we do not remove it so that it's in our history. I do that all the time. I'll be driving down the road, and I know you're not supposed to do this driving down the road, so don't let me encourage you to do something illegal. When you drive down the road, okay, and you flip on a site, maybe you read it on a sign or something, you're going to type it in real quick, or me, I tell Siri to bring it up on my app in Google or whatever the other one is on the iPhone, and it opens the website, and I just click off my phone so that I don't lose it. Notifications do the same thing for you. People see that, they see it, they're sitting at the red light, they're looking at their Facebook notifications just to see if Susie actually didn't go to school or whatever happens on Facebook. And next thing you know, what happens? She clicks on it. She may not buy right then. Tomorrow she comes back through and she sees the T-Vision ad, and she says, man, $49 a month. And she clicks on it again. She may not buy it by that time, but she's going to now go home and she's going to talk about it. And she's going to say, honey, we need to try this. You can get 3 days free. So what have we got to lose? Let's try it for 3 days free and see if they stream what they say they're streaming. And lo and behold, there it is. They sign up, and in 3 days, their time runs out. And they say, you know what? We need to get this. We're paying $200 a month now for cable. We're getting this exact same channels. They're live. So let's do this. So those 228 notifications are not just, how can I say this without, they're not unused advertising. Okay. It's probably the most powerful advertising you have, because this is just like the billboard that is sitting on that corner. When people drive by, they eventually know it's there, and they start paying more attention and more attention and more attention. And then you get your click-through rates. Now, this is something else that Jerry and I were talking about today, and this is very important. Maybe the messaging isn't quite what it needs to be. Maybe you're getting a lot of looks, and after 1,000 views, 1,000 notifications, that means 1,000 people had a chance to see your actual ad, and you've gotten 0 click-throughs. Maybe now you need to kind of tweak something. Maybe something's not happening here. So we're going to come over here and we're going to say, man, what is going on? All right. We need to come in, and maybe we need to say, get your 3-day free trial. And this can only be 40 characters, so you have to really look, and that includes spaces. So let's see where we're at here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, there's one extra space in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need to put a T right there. Oh, I'm out of space. Okay, so it stopped me right there. So let's come over here. This is as far as you can go. So let's see here. Let's take out your. Get 3 days free T-Vision, 500 HD channels for $49.95. And that's too much. So let's leave it right there. And now we're going to come down here to the description. Start your 3-day free. I can't type. Sorry, guys. Trial. Start your 3-day free trial today. And this can go on for 150 characters. Okay. Does everybody see where I'm going with this? So get involved and take a look at your messaging. Now you change your message, and let me highly recommend when you change your messages, take these messages, open up a spreadsheet. You're a marketer, okay? Whether you think you are or not, you now are a marketer. You are marketing your products to the world. You're marketing your products to everybody that sees your ad, as we were showing a while ago. Make sure you save this. So now instead of just saying, T-Vision 5, now we're saying, hey, get 3. We moved the 3 days up here, right? Get 3 days free. T-Vision. Let's put an exclamation point right there because we got room. 500. We're going to take out T-Vision right here because we don't want to confuse them. 500 HD channels. 490. Now we're going to come down here, start your 3-day free trial today with T-Vision, T-V-I-Z-I-O-N. All right. Now we've kind of given them the entire scoop, right? Get 3 days free, 500 HD channels, $49.95. By the way, Brad, I get quite a few views on my videos, so you're getting some good advertising to that. But start your 3-day free trial today with T-Vision. Okay. So now we've told them get 3 days free, 500 HD channels. Start your 3-day free trial today with T-Vision. Live streaming TV. And it's got some premium channels in there too. Okay. Live streaming TV today. Okay. So now we've got our message up there. Get 3 days free, 500 HD channels. All right. And I'm going to save this. Let me show you real quick how to put your icon in here. Now, for these guys, I have put the icons in for them. Okay. That's something that I like to do. But let me come up here, right here. I set these beacons up before they go out, and all the data that I have that I can use, and I go ahead and do it for you. I want to put their T-Vision icon in here. Okay, and I'm going to save this. I use beacons for everything. Everything. Now let me come over here and refresh. And I'm going to refresh. I'm going to refresh again. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 minutes for it to hit. But it will hit and it will change. Now I'm fixing to pull my screen back up if that's okay. I refreshed it 3 times. I should have put that on the screen. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm sitting here doing something and should have showed you guys. Okay, everybody saw what this was a while ago. It was the Beacon Card logo, and it said something totally different here. But now you can see it says get 3 days free, 500 HD channels, $49.95. Start your 3-day free trial today with T-Vision, live streaming TV today, okay? And we could come in here and we could say, click here, okay? Put a call to action. Does everybody see that updating automatically as I'm moving my phone around? I mean, there's beacons like stretched all around my desk. So it's going to sit there and do that. And I can also refresh it up here. And so now when I click on this, and obviously this isn't going to go to T-Vision, it's going to go to the markdown card that's on there. Now I'm going to get a click through. Okay. Now this is a markdown card, and we're going to talk about this in just a minute to where let's say, and we're going to stick with the T-Vision theme if that's okay. Brad, it's okay. Is this okay for me to use this like this? I should have asked that question first. If you could just say yes or no, I won't go any further with it. Or if it's okay, I'm going to continue to use your, okay, awesome, awesome. So now we're going to come over here, and there's some things that we can do with a markdown card, okay? So we've got our ad set, and we've got all that stuff done in our notifications. We've got our get 3 days free, 500 HD channels, $49.95. And you saw the markdown card that came up. Maybe there's too much information on that TVision page. Okay. So let's come over here and go to markdown cards. Yeah, the markdown was coffee. Coffee. But we're going to come in here and we're going to create another markdown card. Now, in your platform, especially for all the new people that are watching, in your platform, you can do as many markdown cards. I call them mini splash pages. You can do as many of those as you would like to do. And they work just like a web page, a small web page, just a one-page splash page. And you can literally go in there and put anything you want. So let's come in here. And I'm going to stick with the TVision thing. Brad said, absolutely no problem. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make this my TVision card. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I get excited when I'm doing this and I forget. Can everybody see my screen now? Let me go back over here to markdown cards. I'm not going to save that so we can start over. Can everybody see my Beacon platform screen? For those of you that are here that did not receive the email on the change, it is now called My Beacon platform. And I did that to separate that from Beacon Funnels. We launched the company as Beacon Funnels. And we're going in a few different directions. So I just posted it in there. It's beacons.mybeaconplatform.com. That way, if you go out and you allow your customers to use this, they're not coming back to Beacon Funnels. My Beacon platform doesn't go to anywhere except this platform. So, but we're going to come in. We're on the markdown cards now. Okay, we're going to come up here and we're going to create a markdown card. Now, I'm not sure what imaging I have, but we're going to call this markdown card TVision. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did over here. Matter of fact, let's see here. I get 3 days. Man, I can't type free. Y'all have to excuse me. I need to have them darken that cursor. I'm going to talk to them tonight about that because I can't see that cursor. Get 3 days free. Live streaming. Oh my gosh. TV. You can see the cursor. I can't see the cursor. That's weird. Okay. Now I'm going to just show you here real quick that I've started this page. So here's my preview. Get 3 days free live streaming TV. Now, if I want to bold that, I can come up here. I'm going to make that a header 2. Just highlight it. Now it's bold. All right. So I'm going to come down now and I'm going to break this down. And I'm going to bring that down there and I'm going to make that header 3 also, or header 2 also. If you want to make a header 3, just put another hash mark right here. And that brings it down, but we're going to leave it up. Make sure that space is in there. Oh man, they got to fix this thing. I can't see this. So now I've made this a header 3. Each hashtag equals to header 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we're going to bring that up now, and you can see here, get 3 days free live streaming TV. And now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put an image. Okay. And I'm going to go up here to image. And I'm going to open up an image. And let me go in here and see if I'm going to put this image right here. This is a nice size image. Probably too big, actually. Nope. It's okay. Now we got our TV right there. Now I can come in here and center this by going, this is a little bit advanced This should center that. And it did get 3 days free. And I could center this down here. This takes, if you know HTML, you can use HTML. Let me take this out right here and come back in and highlight this and hit header 1. All right. And now we're going to come over here. I'm not much on HTML. So there we go. Get 3 days free live. Okay, you're getting a point here. And you can build this out and you can sit there and play with it all day long. And now I can come down here and put a join button. Okay, join us. I bet you guys wonder how I even run a company. I can't type. And I'm going to link that. Okay, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to get a link and link to this URL. Join us. HTTPS. What's your thing, Brad? I'll put that on screen for you. tvision.com/free. And he's got a number. And if he will put that up there, I'll put this right on screen, buddy. And maybe somebody will see this and want some free TV. Free/6119. So if you go to that link, you're going to go to Brad's TVision link. Okay. And now we're going to pull that up. And look here. We've got get 3 days free. Now I would go in and format this. Okay. I would format this out and make sure everything is set up correctly. Join us. I'm going to click on this right here. And that will actually take us to the TVision page. Okay. And here's the TVision page. Now, obviously it's not pulling it up on my screen because this isn't a phone, but it's not pulling it up as mobile ready, but it will on the phone. Okay. And they've got a little question thing down. Hey, how may I help you? What can I do for you today? All right. And so you build out your card and you put your click through inside your markdown card. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful way to do that. And you're able to go in and build as many of these markdown cards as you want. In your packet, when you received your packet, you got training. Now, the training is, if you need more training than that, I'll be more than happy to set up a session that we can walk through some things. We train every single Tuesday night. All right. So markdown cards are a very powerful way to do what you do. So we're going to come back over here and I'm going to save this. All right. Style. Don't worry about style. Just keep, if you're a CSS guy, great. If you want to track this and you want to put a Facebook pixel in here or a Google AdWords conversion ID, you can do that also. Maybe you want to retarget on Facebook. You're able to do that. You just put your ID right here and get that off of Facebook, and then you can come in here. If you're not real familiar with tracking, there's probably 10,000 videos on Facebook on how to get your Facebook pixel ID. I'm sorry, on YouTube, and how to get your Google version AdWord. So we're going to save that. Now we're going to come back up here to beacons, and we're just going to simply attach that to this beacon we've been messing with. Okay, here's your 3 days free. We're going to come over here, and there's my TVision markdown card. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to show you one other thing here in just a moment. Now we can use this markdown card to be transmitted via the beacon. Now it's going to take a couple of seconds for it to, and I'm going to go back over here so you guys can see this. I'm going to make one change here so I know when it changes. I want to put click here. All right, I'm going to save that. So that I know when it changes, you'll be able to see the change on the phone. And I'm going to come over here and I am going to share my phone again. And I'm going to come in here. All right. We know that we put click here there, and I'm pretty sure I saved that. So we're going to say 1. Anybody got a stopwatch? You can kind of watch this change. 2, 3, 4. I should have put click here on the next line. Click here is going to be too many characters, I think. And it picked up the markdown card. Now I can come right here to the join us and send them directly to it. And now you can see you can actually see the whole page because I'm actually on my phone. And this happens to be Brad's page. So if you want to come down here and sign up, you just come down here, put your first name, your phone number, your last name, and your email address, and you get 3 days free streaming TV. If I'd have put, if you'll see there at the $49.95, oh, I did put it on there. I'm sorry. I did put it on the next line. I can't see on my screen for some reason. The click here is there. Can everybody see the click here where I updated it on my phone? Can everybody see that on the screen? I think my screen is at the wrong angle, and it is. Now I can see it fine. So you can go ahead and make the changes. It takes a couple times to go through, and then now every time, and I'm gonna refresh this a few more times. Bam, 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 bam. Do another click. Oops, hit the wrong one. This is going to an actual app, a mobile web app. Okay. This happens to be my company, 4 Principles of Becoming a Millionaire. And so you can attach this to anything you want. Okay, anything you want. All right. As long as it's HTTPS. So let's come back over here to my screen. Don't be afraid to get in here and do things. Okay, get in here and play around with it. Open your notifications. Look at all that stuff. You can see everything happening right here on your dashboard. We'll go to today. I don't remember what it was earlier, but I know it's gone up since then because I've opened it a bunch of times. But yeah, we went from 236 or something. Now it's at 251. 7 clicks with a 2.79% click-through rate. Okay. So notifications, don't let this freak you out that you're getting notifications, but you're not getting any clicks right away. Notifications are extremely important. This is your ad, okay, that is showing on someone's phone, not someone just driving by, but they've actually had the opportunity to see that ad. They've actually opened the notifications. They probably pulled it down. They see the notifications, okay, they see that information. All right. Very, very, very important. Very important. I know some people say, gosh, man, I got 2,000 notifications, but nobody clicked. Well, then maybe your messaging is off. And you got to go in and do what we did there with the T-Vision messaging. Okay. You got to go in there and you got to tweak your ad a little bit. Any marketing you do, and I don't care if you're a New York marketer that's charging $1 million, you're going to go in and tweak that stuff. You know how sometimes you'll see an ad once and you never see it again? That's because the ad failed. All right. Yeah, they are not wasted. Plus, name another media that can give these almost instant statistics. Nobody. That is the power of our program. And thank you for saying that, Jerry. Nobody can give you instant, even Nielsen. Nielsen doesn't come out till the day after. Okay. I mean, you're getting this information immediately. Your clients are getting this information immediately. For those of you that are selling to clients, your information is being received immediately. Now, one other thing I want to show you before we call it a night, I was not expecting to go this long, but I love Beacon Technology, guys. I'm telling you, I mean, I absolutely love it. Love it, everything about it. It is my life. I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to show you my phone. I want to show you something real quick and we'll close with this and we'll see if there's any questions. You can go to your Beacon dashboard out in the field. Let's say that you're out talking to a client and they say, hey, Carrie, what is my stuff doing for me today? Well, let me show you right here. All you got to do is pull up their beacons. All right. Did I pull up the right one? Is that where I was at a while ago? We're going to come up here to the dashboard. All right. This is live information. Let's go up here to today. Done. And you can show them on your phone while you're sitting there talking to them. Hey, let me show you what's happened today. And make sure they understand notifications. Okay. Make sure that they understand that, man, your advertisement has been seen 251 times today by people that wanted to see it. They didn't have to strain their neck to look up. They didn't have to do anything else. They're sitting at the red light. And guess what? You just made a sale because of that. It's targeted advertising to people who are not ramrodded by it. They don't have to get up and go to the restroom because they don't want to watch the ads on TV. They are seeing your information every time they want to. And that's the power of Beacon technology. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And that's why I love it so much. I go to my favorite restaurant in town is a little Hispanic Mexican. Actually, the people are from Brazil, but they've got a Mexican restaurant. And it's absolutely amazing food. And I always sit there and I'll always have 10 or 15 notifications while I'm in there. Always happens. Why? Because people are sitting there eating and they're looking at their notifications on their phone. And that's just the way it works. And I don't freak out because I eventually will get a businessman in there that is looking at his phone and says, you know what? I need this technology. I've got to have this for my business because I want to be sitting in this restaurant. Who in the heck is doing this? And then he's going to click on that and it's going to open up my business card. And he's going to say, hey, I want this dude right here. And he's going to call me and I'm going to be sitting at the other table and I'm going to answer the phone and I'm going to go over and buy his lunch and I'm going to close the deal. Okay. That's the way Beacon technology works. It's not a slam in the face. It's unobtrusive, reaching out every day to customers you ordinarily would not have spoken to and or shown anything about your business to. The most powerful technology I've ever seen in my life. Unobtrusive, constantly working hard for you. And all you got is a little tab in your pocket, a keychain in your purse, a beacon up on the south side of the building that's transmitting across the street. It's absolutely amazing. That's right, a billboard in your pocket. A billboard in your pocket. Are there any questions at all? We've got a few minutes left here. Please feel free to ask. I'm going to go back to the platform. Well, thank you. I covered so much, you don't have any questions. You know, what I try to do is answer questions that I've been asked all week. That's what I try to do. On a single beacon, this is the question. I'm not sure if you guys can all see the questions. The question is this: what do you charge for beacons? Anywhere from $50 to $75 per beacon and $30 to $45 a month. Yes, you can place a video in the markdown card. Let me come over and show you how to do that. Matter of fact, let me pull one up real quick. YouTube. Let me find YouTube on here. And I will show you how to do that. Great question. Thank you for asking. We'll pull up this Bruno Mars video right here. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to get this YouTube link that's up here at top. Can everybody see my screen? I'm sitting here just running away and should be able to see my screen. I'm on YouTube. And we're going to come back over here and I've got this. Let me turn this off. I'm going to come back over here to the dashboard. Let me go. I'm going to go to the same markdown card here. And we're going to put the video right here. And we're going to place this. We're going to go video, enter a YouTube link or whatever, hit add. And you can see that that iframes it in. All right. And we're going to come up here and we're going to go bam, preview. And there's your YouTube video. Just that quick. You can use the embed code. You absolutely can. We're going to come up here. We're going to go to share. Gosh, I hate this thing. I hate now that they've sell TV and YouTube. You need to make sure that you're going to go to embed code. You want to make sure that all this crap is off. Show suggested videos, show player controls, show video title and player actions. And then you're going to come up here and you're going to get this video. You just want to make sure that the size is set correctly. We're going to come up, we're going to go preview. You see how long it is? So let me show you something here real quick. If you'll come over here and look at the picture sizes, it says the recommended image size are 300 by 250. So let's close this. Let's come over here and do this, or you can do this right here also. Let me show you down right here. And they don't have that anymore. It used to allow you, it used to tell you, if you go into the page, you can do it. You can't do it from here anymore. So let's come over here. We'll do a 300 by 250. We're going to change the embed code size. We'll come up here to view or preview. That's still a little bit wide. So we may even, high. So we may want to come over here to about 175. Play with this. There we go. So you got your width and you've adjusted it here. But you can use the embed code, and the reason I like using the embed code because I can stop all the other crap from coming in. You can stop everything else from coming in. Markdown cards are absolutely amazing because you can literally go in and do any. And if you know HTML, you can really go in and do a lot. Because not only is this a WYSIWYG, but it's an HTML editor all at the same time. Pull HTML from a website? Nah, I don't recommend that because what you're pulling is the code for that builder that you're using. And most WYSIWYG builders don't recognize code from websites because that code was written specifically for that web page builder that you're building, and it's got information in there that's not that the WYSIWYG builder is not going to recognize, and it's not going to look good. But you can just come in here and type, and just using the coding that's in here. This is a generic list. This is a numbered list. This is your links. This is your images. This is your videos. You can come in here and you can embed a form. Let's say we're going to come down here now and we're going to embed a form that we created. So what form do I want? I want to embed this form right here, text to be linked. And okay, right here, I've embedded a form. So we're going to come over here. We're going to say preview. And we've put a form. I didn't put any text in there. We put a form in right here. We're going to go to the form. And maybe you want to take a survey, how many people have whatever. And you come in and you fill out the form and you submit the form. And we're going to go over forms next week. So a lot you can do with it. Absolutely. You can do a lot with this platform. A lot with this platform. Any other questions? Ask now or forever hold your peace. Tuesday nights tonight's Tuesday, correct? Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Every other webinar I do at 8. We started at 7 with this for some reason, and it stuck, so I've stuck with 7. Every other webinar I ever do is at 8 o'clock. I do them on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights, and try to take off on Friday nights. Yes. Different trading every week. I mean, next week we're going to go through forms, and the next week we're going to go through schedules. Some nights we just have some nights I've had question and answer periods last an entire hour and a half. So, sure. If you go to Facebook and go to you, just send me a like request or whatever you call that. It's Carrie. Go search for Carrie K. Miller, and you'll see my beautiful face there. Carrie K. Miller. Oops, damn, I can't even spell my own name. Carrie K. Miller. If you'll search that in the box. If you've never seen me, I'm the best looking Carrie K. Miller. It may be Carrie K. Miller Sr. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Hang on just a second. We're fixing to find out. I'm pretty sure it's Carrie K. Miller. With Facebook, you never know because they change stuff every day. Oops. What's on your mind, Carrie? Yeah, Carrie K. Miller. I'll just drop this in there. And send me a messenger request or whatever you call it. Facebook Messenger. That's the best place to hit me. Facebook Messenger. I answer those really quick. And this is me right here as I was preparing to be interviewed on the Ask Ferris show out of Atlanta, Georgia. This was a great interview. I had such a wonderful time doing that. Any more questions? All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you, Jerry. I'm going to go too. If there's no more questions, I want to thank everybody for coming out every single Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you. God bless. And I will see you all on next Tuesday night's training. Brad, thank you for allowing us to use your company as a demonstration tonight.